Okay, this is a video demonstrating project 2 for EE433 class. This is the circuit input stage with a follower for input impedance. We have low pass filter, high pass filter, rectifier. The output comes out of here and the input is fed in right here. The first test is the 10 mega ohm input impedance. So we're gonna test across the input, and I will show you the voltmeter testing right here. The voltmeter reads right here. .3 mega ohm. The next test is the input and output test. I'm gonna start with the 3, then the 1.4, then the 0.14, then the 0.014. So as you can see on the oscilloscope, we have 6 volt peak to peak input, expected voltage output to be 2.1, and we're seeing 2.08, so that's within the 5% margin. The next test is the 1.4 volt peak to peak, or 2.8 volt peak to peak. And as you can, the expected output to be 1 volt. As you can see, we have 2.8 volt peak to peak and a 1 volt output. Next test is the 0.14 peak, or 0.28 volt peak to peak. The expected output to be 100 millivolts. As we can see, we see 100 millivolts. The next test is the tricky one because the signal is so small and it's distorted a little bit. Is the 0.014 peak. So we have 28 millivolt peak to peak. The expected output to be 10. We are seeing about 8 to 12, so that should be within the range. Okay, the next test is the gain at 100 hertz at 3 volt peak test. So we will go back to 3 volt peak. So I have a 6 volt peak to peak, which is a 3 volt peak. That's the expected output now, and the frequency is 10K. So now if we go to a 10 hertz, you see the voltage has been attenuated. We're expecting 9.5 millivolt. I have about 80. Oh, we can decrease. So you have about 0. It's completely been attenuated. The next test is the same test but a 1 megahertz. So first let's go back to 10K. Back to the same results. Now we'll go to 1 megahertz, and as you can see, the output has been attenuated. So now The last test is the 9-volt battery, or +5 and -5, running the circuit. So I will be testing the rails. As you can see, so I'm going to be testing the positive rail and the negative rail, and I will show the results right here on the voltmeter. Okay, the positive rail, -5 volt. The negative rail, -5 volt. So that is the rail test. As you can see, the last test is the module integrations. I'm assuming it's how many stages are we integrating. Well, as you can see here, we have the input buffer. I have the low pass filter, high pass filter, and the rectifier. So that's more than three modules. Thank you.